WSKY, the big voice in the big sky. Broadcasting live from the White Run Stables, this is the Necrasin Show. Welcome back to the Necrasin Show on WSKY Radio, the big voice in the big sky. We have an incredible show for you today. Several weeks ago, we had a guest named Snake who told us an amazing story of fighting and killing dragons. To say the response we got after that show was huge would be an understatement. Wouldn't you say, Scotty?
Oh yeah, enormous response, Nick. Absolutely enormous.
We have been trying to get Snake back in here ever since, and I am thrilled to finally be able to say, Snake is back. Welcome back to the show, Snake.
I am just here for the waffles.
I guess we should fill everyone in on this whole waffle saga of yours, Snake. First, though, can you describe for our listeners what waffles are?
It is a food item, similar to pancakes or a crostada. Mostly eaten for breakfast, but I like them anytime. They are delicious and best when covered in maple syrup.
What exactly is maple syrup?
It is a syrup made from the sap of a maple tree.
But there are no maple trees in Skyrim. Where does this syrup come from?
It comes from Cyrodiil, many maple trees in the Colovian Highlands.
Did the waffles also come from Cyrodiil?
Yes, but I am not sure if that is where they are made, but that is where they come from.
We'll get to talking more about dragons soon enough, but this waffle saga of yours is quite an interesting story in itself. How did this all begin?
I was on my way to Solitude, and I tell Necrasin I am hungry. He asks what I want, and I tell him I want waffles. He said there is a Waffle House restaurant in Solitude.
Who is Necrasin?
A constant pain in my ass.
Oh, so he's a lawyer.
No, not a lawyer.
So what is he then, your agent?
No, not my agent.
So a friend, relative, acquaintance?
Let's say he is, my associate?
Okay. So you're on your way to Solitude with Necrasin, your, air quotes here, associate. You're looking for a Waffle House restaurant. What happened next?
There is no Waffle House restaurant in Solitude.
Well, that's disappointing. Sounds like you really had your heart set on getting some waffles.
Necrasin knew it did not exist.
Wait, what? So he lied about the Waffle House restaurant?
Yes, but it gets worse.
It gets worse?
Yes, he tricked me into going to Bard's College.
So he took you to the Bard's College, letting you believe it was the Waffle House?
Yes.
But why? What's so special about the Bard's College?
Sometimes when we are traveling, I like to sing. So Necrasin say I should apply to the college, but I did not want to.
Ah, so he takes you to the Bard's College, telling you it's the Waffle House, and then signs you up?
Yes.
Was there a reason he wanted to sign you up at the college, or did he just want to play a cruel prank on you?
I think a little bit of both. The college want us to recover a poem from Dead Man's Respite to read at the Burning of King Olaf festival, but we also need to go there for a word of power.
So I guess he figured as long as you were going to Dead Man's Respite anyway, might as well get this poem for the college.
Yes.
Did you ever get your waffles?
Yes, and about 2 weeks later, I guess Necrasin felt very guilty about Solitude.
Well, that's good. Not the whole Solitude thing, but at least you did end up getting your waffles. But that isn't what got you here today, though, is it?
No.
There's more to this story, isn't there?
Yes, a lot more.
Before we continue with your story, Snake, let's take a phone call. Who do we have, Scotty?
Nick, we have Arnie on line 2.
Hello, Arnie. You are on the air.
Snake, I can get you waffles, and then we can kill dragons together.
Necrasin already got him waffles, Arnie.
Ha! That sack of shit.
Hey, you can't say shit on the radio. Oh, shit. Now I just said shit.
You idiot.
What can you offer Snake that he can't already do, Arnie?
Please do not encourage him, Nick.
I'm very good with this sword.
I am already good with a sword.
Come on. You and me, Snake, fighting dragons together. It would be fantastic.
I think Snake has a pretty good handle on that already.
I
You okay there, Arnie?
dropped my sword on my foot.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
You're the man, Snake. You're the man.
Thanks for the call. Well, sounds like someone has a fan.
Why must you do this to Snake?
It amuses me.
I knew this was bad idea.
Let's get back to your story, Snake. What happened after the Solitude fiasco?
I was with the companions. We were going to Drifshade Refuge to recover the pieces of Uhtred.
So if my knowledge of history is correct, Uhtred is the weapon used by Ysgramor, the founder of the original 500 companions?
Correct. It is very important historical artifact for companions.
Why were you looking for it in Driftshade Refuge? Sounds like something they would want to keep safe at Jorrvaskr.
It was at Jorrvaskr, but the Silver Hand attacked Jorrvaskr and stole all the fragments of Uhtred.
Ah, I see. So you set out to reclaim the fragments.
Yes, we learned that they were taken to Drifshade Refuge, so that is why we were there.
Well, that makes sense, but what does any of this have to do with Waffles?
Before we make our attack, Necrasin issued me a challenge.
He issued you a challenge? What was the challenge?
He say I cannot kill anyone, but everyone must die.
That makes no sense at all. How is everyone supposed to die, but you can't kill anyone?
That is exactly what I say. But Necrasin say I would have to figure something out. That is the challenge.
So a challenge usually comes with some type of reward or payoff if done successfully. Was that the case here?
Yes. Necrasin say if I complete challenge, he would have another batch of waffles shipped in.
So Necrasin isn't the one making the waffles then?
No. They are made by Krymen.
Who is Krymen? Another lawyer? Associate, air quotes again, of yours?
I do not know him. He is a friend of Necrasin.
Why would this Krymen person make waffles for you if you don't even know him?
I guess it's a favor to Necrasin, I don't know. As long as Snake gets waffles, Snake does not care.
Alright, so you're at Driftshade Refuge. Did you get the fragments?
Yes.
And the challenge? Did you successfully complete the challenge?
Yes.
How? That sounds like an impossible feat to accomplish.
I am Snake.
I guess you don't want to give away all your trade secrets then. Okay, I can respect that. So what happened next? Did you get your waffles?
No.
Oh no. Don't tell me he tricked you again.
No, not that. The Necrasin Imperial soldiers say they are to confiscate the shipment of war contraband that was coming to Solitude by boat from Cyrodiil.
What does this have to do with your waffles?
The waffles are coming to Solitude by boat from Cyrodiil. It was several days late.
So you thought maybe your waffles had been mistaken for war contraband and got confiscated?
Yes.
What did you do next?
I went to East Empire Warehouse to look for waffles.
Security is pretty tight there. They don't let just anybody wander around that warehouse. How did you convince the guards to let you in?
I did not talk to any guards.
Did you not search the warehouse, or did you simply find a way to avoid the guards?
If Snake does not want to be seen, no one sees Snake.
How did you manage that?
I am Snake.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that then. Did you find your waffles?
No, only found a letter from General Tullius to confiscate war contraband and sent to Castle Dower.
So after seeing that letter, I guess you assumed the shipment was at Castle Dower?
Yes.
Did you go there to look for it?
Yes, but there are no waffles there, only another letter.
What did this letter say?
The shipment was sent to Imperial Camp in the Pale.
Why was it sent to the Pale? If it is war contraband, why not just keep it at Castle Dower?
Maybe Tullius think it is safer there, I don't know.
So the shipment was sent to the Imperial Camp in the Pale. Did you go there to look for it?
Yes, but it is not there.
Let me guess. Another letter, right?
That's right.
What did this letter say?
The legate sent it to Fort Dunstad because better security.
Sounds like a wild goose chase to me, Snake. Are you sure this Necrasin fellow isn't just pranking you again?
I don't think so. The letters prove something was there.
Alright, but at this point, you still don't know if this shipment is war contraband or if it actually is your waffles, right?
That is right.
So what happened next? Did you go looking for them at Fort Dunstad?
Yes, but the bandits had killed all the Imperials and taken over the fort.
Well, that just complicates things even more, doesn't it?
Not really.
No?
No, bandits are outlaws. I can deal with them snake style. If it was Imperial soldiers, Snake would have to be more, diplomatic.
So in other words, you can just whack the bandits and not have to worry about a bounty, right?
Yes.
Were there a lot of bandits?
Yes, but not too many for Snake.
Okay, so bottom line, you whacked the bandits, searched the fort. Did you find the shipment?
Yes, it was in the captain's quarters.
And was it your waffles or actual war contraband like General Tullius was suggesting?
It was my waffles.
Well, it was a long trek, but at least you finally got your waffles.
Not quite.
No? What happened?
The bandit leader ate them. All of them. He wrote about it in his journal.
So you're telling me after all that, you ended up with nothing?
That is right. Necrasin say he will get more waffles here, but I don't know how.
Before we continue on with this story, let's take a phone call. Who do we have, Scotty?
Nick, we have Leroy on line 1.
Hello, Leroy. You are on the air.
Hey, Nick. I can't believe you're falling for this guy's crap again.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Nobody is going to believe this guy took out a bunch of bandits. Let's be real. Those were Imperial soldiers.
Well, Snake said they were bandits. Why should we doubt that?
Oh, come on. There's no way a bunch of ragtag bandits are going to take over an entire fort full of highly trained professional soldiers.
But for some reason you think Snake, acting alone, could. That doesn't make any sense.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
You said a bunch of bandits would not be able to take over a fort full of Imperial soldiers, but Snake could, all by himself.
It's not the same thing.
It's exactly the same, Leroy. Exactly.
Where is this guy calling from?
Never mind where I'm calling from, murderer.
I'm going to find you.
See what I mean? First, he kills a bunch of Imperial soldiers, and now he wants to kill me.
They were not Imperials, they were bandits.
Oh yeah? Prove it.
I have bandit leader's journal. He wrote about how they killed all the Imperials and took over the fort.
Oh, the fiction is strong with this one, Nick.
I will find you.
Ha 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 ha. You couldn't find a stick on a broom.
Leroy? You think Snake single-handedly killed a fort full of highly trained Imperial soldiers, and you wish to taunt this person? Are you sure that's such a good idea?
This guy's full of crap.
I think we've heard enough. Thanks, I think, for the call. Let's take a short break, and when we return, we'll continue with Snake's bizarre waffle saga. Hello, this is Yorloff with White Run Real Estate. Today we'd like to show this beautiful fortress-style home located just outside Riverwood. This home comes with all of your modern amenities, ample storage, and a stunning view of the White River and mountains. For the practicing blacksmith, this home is perfect, offering a modern forge, smelter, and other crafting equipment. The alchemist or herbalist will enjoy the many planter soils on the roof of the home. The nearby town of Riverwood offers other amenities, such as an inn and a general merchant. If you're in the market for a home that looks like a small castle, give us a call today. This home is priced to move. Welcome back to the show. We are here with Snake, who is telling us a wild story about, of all things, waffles. Well, this brings us to where we are now. So, for full disclosure, I do know who Necrasin is. I mean, I didn't before, but he called me recently and told me this whole story of you, your waffles, the challenge, all of it.
What did Necrasin call you?
He was trying to figure out a way to ship the waffles here without getting the attention of the Imperials, and he thought if he had them shipped to me, no one would suspect anything and they would be left alone. And he was right. Being a noted radio personality does have its perks.
Would you help Necrasin? You do not even know him.
Well, you see, Snake, Necrasin said you won the challenge fair and square, and he wanted to get you your waffles. I also wanted something.
What is that?
We wanted to get you back on the show. We had such a huge response after your last visit, and we also felt there was a lot more to your story that we really needed to get you back in here. So I made a deal with Necrasin. I would allow him to ship the waffles to me in exchange for you coming on the show again.
You have one problem, Radio Dick.
What's that?
Snake did not agree to anything.
You're right, Snake. You're absolutely right. And now that I've thought about it some more, I've decided I won't hold your waffles hostage. You already have them. You can take them and leave. But before you do, can I share something with you?
Make it quick.
We received a letter from someone in Rorikstead recently. They told an incredible story of a dragon attack. Their first reaction was to run inside their homes and hope the 2 White-Worn guards could handle it. But they didn't do that. Instead, they grabbed their bows and they fought alongside the guards. One even used shock magic. And they killed that dragon. The reason they did this is because of you, Snake. After hearing what you said in your last visit here, they were inspired enough to take on that dragon, and they won the day. Whether you believe it or not, Snake, the information you shared has helped the people of Skyrim. They now know they can fight and survive a dragon attack, thanks to you. So, you have your waffles. They're all yours now. You may take them and leave, no hard feelings. But I implore you to reconsider. I know there's a lot more to your story, and we want more. So what do you say, Snake? Will you stay for the rest of the show?
Alright, fine.
Alright.
Oh, take it easy, Radio Dick.
Okay. Let's pick it up from where we left off the last time you were here, Snake. The Jarl asks you to accompany Irilith and some guardsmen to fight a dragon at the Western Watchtower. And his reasoning for sending you is because you had more experience with dragons than anyone else. By the way, Snake, did the Jarl ask you for any other favors?
Yes. Before that, he asked me to get something called a Dragonstone from Bleakfall's Barrow.
A Dragonstone. Okay. What's a Dragonstone?
I guess it is some kind of map.
Interesting. You also said you were at Helgen when it was attacked.
That's right.
Before we get into the whole Helgen thing, let's take another call. Who do we have, Scotty? We have Joe on line 2. Hello, Joe. You are on the air with the Necrasin show.
Hi. Snake, how much did the Jarl pay for all these favors?
He gave me a piece of armor.
A piece of armor? That's it?
Oh, and he say I can now purchase property in the city.
So you pay him then. You know, even for a guy like me, that's cold.
What does this have to do with dragons, Joe?
The man's killed 4 dragons.
And he was compensated. A nice piece of armor and the option to purchase property within the city. What's wrong with that?
And I thought my jokes were bad.
So you don't think the compensation was appropriate?
No, not one bit.
Why do you think he should be paid?
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
All right, Joe. If you were the Jarl, what kind of plan would you have for snaking these dragons?
Do I really sound like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing carts. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things. The Jarl has plans. The guards have plans. Necrasin has plans. You know, they're schemers. Schemers trying to control their little worlds. I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are. It's the schemers who put you where you are, Snake. You were a schemer, you had plans, and look where that got you.
What are you talking about? Snake is not a schemer, and Snake did not have plans.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. even if you'd like to be. But you know what I noticed, Snake?
What?
Nobody panics when things go according to plan, even if the plan is horrifying. If tomorrow I tell the guards that, like, a bandit will get killed, or a squad of soldiers will be wiped out, nobody panics, because it's all part of the plan. But if I say that one little old farmer will die, well, then everyone loses their minds.
So what's Snake supposed to do about all this, Joe?
Introduce a little anarchy, upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos.
Joe, why should anyone take you seriously right now?
I'm a man of my word. Snake can be an agent of chaos.
I like a little chaos.
There you go. And you know the thing about chaos, Snake?
What?
It's fair.
Just out of curiosity, Joe, what would you say to the previous caller who was criticizing Snake for killing all those people at Fort Dunstad?
Snake has no jurisdiction. He will find him and he will make him squeal. I know a squealer when I hear one. And that was a squealer.
I like this guy.
You see, Snake is not a monster. He's just ahead of the curve.
I really like this guy.
All right, Joe. I'm sure Snake will take all this under advisement. Thanks for the call. Okay, Snake. You mentioned how the Jarl asked you to help fight a dragon at the Western Watchtower because of your experience at Helgen. So let's start there. Did you live in Helgen? Is that where you were from?
No, I am not from there.
So were you visiting someone or there on business?
No, I was taken prisoner by the Imperials.
Taken prisoner? All right, Snake. What did you do?
Nothing. I was collecting ingredients in Eastmarch, near Duckwater Crossing.
Did you pick something you weren't supposed to?
No. Imperial set up ambush to capture Ulfric Stormcloak. I walk into it.
Were you with anyone?
No, I was in wrong place at wrong time.
I don't understand. Why would the Imperials take you prisoner if you were not even involved?
Because they're all a bunch of...
Whoa! That's one of those words we can't say on the radio, Snake.
Sorry, Snake is not happy with the Imperials.
That's understandable. But you're free now, so obviously you were able to clear things up.
You might think so, but no.
No? Why? What happened? And why did you end up in Helgen?
Imperials were supposed to take Ulfric to Cyrodiil for trial, but went to Helgen instead.
Why? What's so special about Helgen?
For execution on chopping block.
So they were going to execute Ulfric?
Not just Ulfric, everyone.
Wait, everyone? Even you?
Yes.
But why? You weren't even involved.
By order of some stupid Imperial captain. I was next. They had Snake on the block.
This is unbelievable. You weren't even a part of Ulfric's detachment and they were going to execute you anyway?
That is right.
Well, obviously they didn't go through with it, but you said you were on the block. What happened?
That is when the dragon attacked.
So, just as they were about to execute you, the dragon attacked?
Yes?
Sounds almost like divine intervention, Snake.
Maybe, I don't know.
I imagine things got pretty chaotic after that.
Yes, very much. I managed to escape with help of a Stormcloak soldier.
Hey, Snake, you, ever think about running into that Imperial captain and, setting things straight? If you know what I mean.
Already did.
Uh-oh. You, care to tell us about that?
We made our way into the keep when she and another Imperial attacked us.
Wait, so even with a dragon tearing up the town, they still wanted to attack you?
Yes.
How were you able to defend yourselves?
We pick up weapons from some dead soldiers.
So I guess you, dealt with that captain then?
Yes, she is taking forever nap.
When you were in Solitude, did you try to set things straight with the Imperials?
No, to oblivion with them. Snake does not forgive.
Have you had any problems with the Imperials since then?
No, I think they are afraid of Snake, and they should be.
Let's take another call. Who do we have, Scotty?
Nick, we have Malcaran on line 3.
Malcaran, you are on the air with the Necrasin show.
I killed a mage named Malcaran at Meridian's temple.
I know. That was my brother.
Wait, your name is Malcaran, and your brother is also named Malcaran?
Yes.
Same parents?
Yes, same parents.
Why would they give two of their children the same name?
I really don't know, but it's not been good.
I'm sure it hasn't. So, you, looking to get some revenge?
Bring it on, magic boy.
Oh no, not at all. As a matter of fact, I wanted to thank Snake.
You wanted to thank Snake for killing your brother?
Yes, he was a complete dick when we were young, and just grew up into an even bigger dick.
What did he do?
He was always causing trouble in town, and I always got the blame for it. One time, he dumped a huge pile of mammoth poop on a farmer's front porch, then rigged a tripwire in front of the door. He banged on the door until the farmer came running out, tripped, and went face first into that pile of mammoth poop.
Classic.
It was one thing after another like that, but the worst was when he got into necromancy.
What is wrong with that?
Nothing. Until he decided to take over a Daedra's temple. I told him it was a bad idea to anger a Daedra. Did he listen? No. He probably thought I'd get the blame for it just like everything else.
Rule number 1, do not steal snake waffles. Rule number 2, do not cross Daedra.
Just out of curiosity, Snake. How did you do it?
Paralysis, poison, and lots of fire. Had to be quick because he was spanking Snake ass with those frost bills.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
So how's life been since, now that you're the only Malcaran in the family?
Great. I'm not getting blamed for stuff anymore. And since our parents don't know he's dead, I'm getting double the gifts on birthdays. Anyway, you did me a huge favor, Snake, so thanks for that.
Snake can take care of anything, for the right price, of course.
Alright, thanks for the call, Malcaran. I think this is a good time to take a short break. When we return, we'll continue with Snake's great escape from Helgen and the dragon attack. Do you have a snake problem in your neighborhood? Honey and sweet rolls mysteriously end up missing? Or perhaps you've been the recipient of a fire arrow to the backside? If so, try Papa Bear's snake repellent. Papa Bear's snake repellent is specially formulated to keep snake away. Simply spray it on the ground around your home or den and rest easy. Just one application will last up to 8 weeks. Try Papa Bear's snake repellent, so something like this never happens to you. Welcome back to the Necrasin Show. If you're just now joining us, we are talking with Snake, who was caught up in an Imperial ambush, taken prisoner, and nearly executed, being saved only by that infamous dragon attack at Helgen. Before we continue, let's take another call. Who do we have, Scotty?
We have Papa Bear on line 4.
Wait, you mean the Papa Bear? Creator of Papa Bear's snake repellent?
Yes, that Papa Bear.
Well, this should be interesting. Hello, Papa Bear. What's on your mind?
Oh, hi, Nick. You wouldn't believe all the trouble that snake has caused me.
Uh-oh. Sounds juicy. Go ahead, Papa Bear.
First of all, he sneaked into my den and stole Mama Bear's sweet rolls, and all of my precious honey. As if that wasn't enough, he tricked me into chasing him all through the forest, only to lead me into some sort of fire rune trap thing that singed my fur and burned my paws.
That was not my fire rune.
And don't get me started on the time he shot me under the tail with an enchanted fire arrow. Can you imagine? Big, tough Papa Bear, having to explain why his rump is all red and sore and bald.
There is no proof Snake had anything to do with that magnificent display of marksmanship.
Look, it's been one disaster after another, and I'm at my wit's end. Snake's sneaky ways have made my life unbearable. I wish he would stay far away from me and my family. All we want is some peace and quiet to growl all together in our own territory.
What about that, Snake? Did you eat all those sweet rolls and steal the honey?
I thought they were abandoned.
But then why did Papa Bear chase you?
Damn bear's always chasing Snake. They should make bear repellent.
Well, Papa Bear, hopefully there won't be any more issues. We do appreciate your support of the show. Thanks for the call. Okay, Snake, you're in Helgen. The Imperials had you on the block, and you escaped into the keep during the chaos of that dragon attack. So let's pick it up from there. Did you continue working your way through the keep, or back out the front door?
We kept going through the keep.
Did you encounter any more Imperials?
Yes.
Did they attack you as well?
Yes, but they lose. Snake cannot be defeated.
You know, I can almost understand them attacking your Stormcloak friend, but why would they attack you?
I already tell you, they are not nice to Snake, and they steal Snake waffles.
So I guess you're not a very big fan of the Imperials.
No. Did you know they have torture room?
Really? I've heard rumors that they do that, but it's never been confirmed.
It is true. They torture people and try to execute innocent people.
And steal your waffles.
Yes, and steal Snake waffles.
So how did you get out of the keep if not through the main doors? Was there some other entry?
A break in a wall led to a cave. We make our way out through the cave.
Were you still encountering Imperials by this time?
No, but we were attacked by frostbite spiders.
Frostbite spiders? Seems like you can't catch a break. How did you handle them?
Stormcloak friend attacked with axe. I touched them with fire magic.
Well, you obviously made it out okay. How about your friend?
He is fine. Very strong warrior.
So I guess the cave led to a way out somehow?
Yes, on the northwest side of Helgen.
So once you made it out of the cave, what did you do?
Made our way north to Riverwood.
Did anything happen along the way or in Riverwood?
No, no more problems.
So how did you end up in Whiterun in a meeting with the Jarl?
One of the locals in Riverwood asked me to give message to Jarl.
What was the message?
The dragon that attacked Helgen flew north over Riverwood. They worry Riverwood will be attacked next.
Okay, so you're in Whiterun. You delivered the message about Riverwood?
Yes.
How did this lead to the dragon fight at the Western Watchtower?
The Jarl take me to Court Wizard. He asked me to find Dragonstone in Bleakfall's Barrow.
Were you able to find it?
Yes. When I delivered Dragonstone, a guard from Watchtower ran in saying it was being attacked.
And that's when the Jarl asked you to go with Irlith and some guardsmen to fight the dragon?
Yes.
This is quite an amazing story, Snake. Everything from the false imprisonment to nearly being executed, escaping during a dragon attack, making your way out through a cave to yet another dragon attack. Let's take a short break, and when we return, we'll continue with your story. Whenever you get that burning, itching sensation in your undercarriage, reach for a jar of Necrasin. Necrasin's patented formula will douse that fire and calm that itch. If you find yourself on the receiving end of things like this, Necrasin is a must-have. Necrasin is perfect for home, office, or den, and makes a great gift. Warning, Necrasin is a topical solution. Do not eat it, dumbass. Welcome back to the show. We're talking with Snake, who survived an Imperial ambush, imprisonment, and a dragon attack, only to end up in another dragon attack. Before we continue, let's take another call. Who do we have, Scotty?
Nick, we have Pastelius on line 1.
Hello, Pastelius. You are on the air.
Snake, do you remember me?
No. Why, should I?
You killed me, Snake.
Nope. Going to need a bit more.
I was an Imperial soldier.
Waffle thief.
I was killed by Malkaran, who turned me into a shade. I was forced to wander the halls of Mount Kilcat for many years.
Wait a minute. First you said Snake killed you, then you said Malkaran killed you. Which is it?
Malkaran killed me and turned me into a shade. Then Snake came along and killed my shade. Don't you remember me, Snake?
I killed many shades.
I was the one without a weapon.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I remember.
You threw those damn sun spells at me. Those really hurt.
Necrasin makes some good spells, yes?
I tried to run away, but you chased after me and punched me in the back of my head. And then you killed me.
Beasts of Fury.
I was trying to ask for your help. That is why I did not have a weapon.
How was I supposed to know? All the other shades attack Snake.
Hold on a minute. How can you be calling here if you're already dead?
Oh, it's a gift from Meridia, but it's only temporary.
So what can we do for you today, Pastalius?
Before Snake killed my shade, he soul trapped me. I want my soul back, Snake. With that, I can finally rest in peace.
What about it, Snake? Will you return his soul?
Oh, fine. Just stop whining about it.
Return the soul gem to Mount Killcrest. Meridia will do the rest.
Well, there you have it. Another happy customer. Thanks for the call, Pastalius, and good luck with your soul. Well, it looks like we're just about out of time. I only have one last question for you, Snake.
Okay?
I'm sure everyone, including me, wants to know what has happened since your last visit. And because we're out of time today, would you consider coming back in a few weeks and telling our listeners what you've been up to?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll get you more waffles.
Not nice to tease Snake.
No, I'm serious. I'll talk to Necrasin, he'll talk to Cryman, and we'll get you another big batch of waffles. And maple syrup, of course. So, what do you say?
I think about it.
Good enough. Well, that's going to do it for today's show. I'd like to thank our special guest, Snake, my producer, Scotty, our gracious sponsors, Papa Bear Snake Repellent, Necrasin, and of course, you, our loyal listeners. Keep your eye on the sky, traveler, and I will see you on the next Necrasin show.
He came from Morrowind where the ash storms rage, a fierce stubborn man with a fiery gaze. Snake they call him for his sinister strife, a shadow in the night, a blade poised for life. Scars and details whispered in the wind, and a grudge that burns hotter than red mountain sin. Oh, Snake hates bears, those lumbering foes, their fur and their growls, that's how it all goes. Maple syrup, his weakness, a sweet sticky curse. 3 bears appear and the trouble gets worse. In the quiet forest where the pines stand tall, settles on a stump, the elixir's call. Lovingly pulls the cork, scent fills his nose. Snake sips from the flask as the excitement grows. The syrup drips down his rugged chin, and suddenly they arrive, the 3 grinning kin. Oh, Snake hates bears, those lumbering foes, their fur and their growls, that's how it all goes. Maple syrup, his weakness, a sweet sticky curse. 3 bears appear and the trouble gets worse.